US Supreme Court building in morning light. Headlines reading Ethics Bill moves forward, justice under scrutiny. After months of mounting controversy, Congress is taking action. A Bipartisan Senate committee has advanced legislation that would, for the first time, impose a formal code of ethics on the United States Supreme Court. In a historic move aimed to restoring public trust and reining in a court that until now has largely politicized itself. But why ethics reform? Protesters outside the court, news across, reporting on financial disclosure, photos of Justice Thomas and Alito. Calls for judicial reform surged in recent months after media investigators revealed undisclosed gifts, luxury trips, and potential conflict of interest involving several sitting justices. Senate Judicial Committee hearings: no public servant should be above transparency and accountability, especially not the highest court in the land. Critics argue that the court's lack of the clear ethical guidelines has eroded its credibility and created a crisis of public confidence. Public approval of Supreme Court hits record low 36% according to Pew Research. What's in the bill? Supreme Court Ethics Recusal as a Transparency Act highlights. The new legislation called the Supreme Court Ethics Recusal and Transparency Act lays out key reforms. A binding code of ethics for all Supreme Court justices, mandatory public disclosure of gifts, travel and income, career rules for recusal in cases of conflict of interest, creation of an independent ethics office to oversee compliance. The bill also empowers the public to access more detailed information about the justice financial dealings and similar to rules already applied to members of Congress. Bipartisan momentum and political reasons. Senator Dick Durbin and Lindsey Graham speaking at a press conference. The legislation cleared the Senate Judiciary Committee with support from both Democrats and a small number of Republicans. Senator Dick Durbin said that this is about restoring public trust, not politics. Senator Lindsey Graham said that we can have accountability without compromising judicial independence. Still, many Republicans remain skeptical. Some warn the bill could violate separation of powers or be used as a political weapon against conservative justice. Senator Josh Hawley said that this is a Persian attempt to intimidate the court. For now, it is unclear if the bill has the votes to pass the full Senate or if the House, led by a Republican majority, will even consider it. Border debate over the court brawl. Supreme Court ruling, Roe vs. Wade protesters, environmental decisions, election law hearings. This ethics fight comes amid a broader political and cultural debate over the court's power and its increasingly visible role in shaping the direction of the country. From the abortion and gun rights to environmental law and election, recent rulings have shown just how constitutional the court's decision can be. 6-3 conversation majority, 83% of Americans support Scottish Ethics Code Gallup poll. For many Americans, the question is not just about corruption, it's about accountability in a democracy. What's happened next? Capitol Hill in Sessions press conference, courthouse gavel slamming. The ethics bill now hits to the full Senate where its fate remains uncertain. Whether it becomes law or not, it's already reignited a national conversation about how we hold power to account, even at the very top. As the security grows and political tensions flare, the future of Supreme Court oversight may come down to one question: can the court truly judge itself? For updates on Supreme Court legislation, Judicial Reform and Democracy in Action. Subscribe now.